We both know the rules, we both put them into place, and they're still working now. Our dog has not jumped up over the fence, no noise control, and the neighbours love us.
A year later, it's wonderful. We actually don't even have to worry about where he is. And I can garden down at the front gate and he'll just stay there. And in fact, in the end, he gets so bored he goes back to the house. He won't even go outside.
My name's Vanessa.
I'm Caitlin.
And this is Millie. She was our little trouble at the start. But she seems to be a lot calmer now.
Yeah, and she's very, I mean, it's a big dog, and she jumps onto the children, so before they all fell over, and nobody wanted the dog anymore. And now it's totally different. Doesn't do it anymore, it's all gone. I mean, she's still happy when they come and wags the tail, but she doesn't jump anymore. Absolutely fine.
It's just nice knowing what to do rather than sort of panicking and thinking, I don't know what to do, and scolding her. So you're doing it in a gentle, practical way that's constructive, so that you feel in control and that you're trying to change behaviour that's going to give you a positive experience with your puppy and your dog. And so you're building this mutual, trusting relationship.
Our boys are fighting really badly at the moment and just not liking the sight of each other, so they've been separated.
Yeah, it's going way better now. Before they couldn't even be together. Now they're like best mates after 3 days of training.
The most enjoyable thing was after the first day I was at home with the dog for the whole day. I felt all bonded, but when the family came home, the dog didn't jump up at them. It was just that first day, the whole family thought I was a hero. I'd fixed the dog within a day. And obviously it takes more work than that, but it was really, really rewarding.
And we also find that he just obeys us now, and it makes it so much easier when you call him and he comes, where before he'd please himself. And so we started to notice the changes happen, perhaps 24, 48 hours. Ever since then, he's just got better and better. And I must admit, I appreciate it when he comes, when I call him, and he's not forever barking and carrying on. So yeah, we're just super happy.
And then the last one was walking your dog, what to do when they're pulling at the lead all the time. And you know what? We put those 5 things in place. They covered a whole range of things that we had issues with. There was probably about 12, but those 5 things covered everything. And the greatest thing is when we put those things into place, it probably took about 3 or 4 days and half of them had gone. And then by about a week, 2 weeks, we'd solved nearly everything. 2 years on, me and my husband, we're both at the same level. We're not one saying do this, the other one saying do that. All the anxiety has gone and left. You know, it's just so nice to see what the dogs are like now when you enter and how they behave. I just felt now looking back how bad I was treating them like children when really they are dogs. Just to see them lying happily on the ground and not stressed, that should be a dog's life.
Hello, my name's Joss and my little puppy's name is Coco, after Coco Chanel and the signature sunglasses, because she's got fantastic black eyes. This is Coco, and I got Coco when she was only 8 weeks old. The benefit for me with videos is the settings were in a real situation. So they weren't animation, they weren't just a spoken word. You actually saw examples of the dog trainer with a client with a real action situation. That to me made all the difference. But the best thing about it was that it not only set me a foundation of how to work with Coco, but also when she started chewing or she started misbehaving, I could immediately refer to the website, and that gave me on-demand help. And it was great to have the written word but also then refer to the video and actually see Moses, which is the online dog trainer's little puppy, progress and see it in action. So for me it was just a really simple, easy tool that I could understand, and it's just been a first point of call for every time I've thought, what about this, what about that?
At the beginning it was very, very hard to calm her down when she got excited. So I thought, oh, I have no choice. So we have a little laundry. So I put her in the laundry for 5 minutes. I thought when I open the door now, she will go and jump out, and totally the opposite. She came out as a new dog, slowly, calm, absolutely amazing. So it took really 3 days. After 3 days, the change in the dog, it was like we would have had another dog. So nobody recognized the dog anymore. When my daughter gets visitors, she normally jumps onto the car. Yeah? She still wants to go, I have to admit. So if a car comes, she still goes and says, I have to go now. And I tell her, Luna, stay. And she stays, which was unthinkable before. She would have never, ever done that. I mean, the nice thing is, it was really short period of time. It was not that I had to do 6 months, an hour a day or something like that. It went in no time. Really good.
My name's Kenton, my dog is called Taz. She's 4 years old and she's what's called a brown dog. The reason I wanted to look at the online dog trainer was Taz got to about 3 or 4 years old and we thought she was having adolescence problems. She was just a little unmanageable at times. She asserted herself on the children a little bit and we thought we could have a better dog. Once I looked at the online dog trainer, I realised that some of the problems were ours and we picked up on the 5 simple steps, used them with the dog, and even after the first day my wife came home and she thought the dog was an entirely different dog. She was more settled, she knew her place in the family and she was much more manageable. It just seemed to make sense and that's why I persisted with it, and we still use it from time to time now to help keep her under control, but basically the 5 simple steps were so easy and made it very simple for us to manage. We wrote them down on the blackboard so the kids could use them, and yeah, it was very little commitment. It just made it very, very easy.